when you're really friends, you can say things to each other.
Yes.
And can I just say, you guys are not saying anything to each other right now. Be blunt, say what you're saying, and get past it.
100%
But you're
agree.
not saying anything right now.
We all had a rough year, and there are certain things that have been difficult to move past. My hope would be for us to move through some issues, heal, and then be able to put it behind us.
Agreed.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
I feel very hurt by you, Erica. Obviously, I'm sure you know why.
What Bravo-celebrity relationship do you think is headed to Splitsville next?
I think it's Dorit and PK.
To see you behave like that was deeply hurtful.
I was getting hit from all sides when I just needed a moment to catch my breath in this group. But as your friend, I'd like to apologize if I was rough, if I was vicious.
Obviously, you know, we had never had issues before, but the stuff with Kathy strained all of our relationships. It felt like I looked up and I wanted, like, somebody to come up to me or something, you know? I'm sorry, we have a lump in it. I can't talk now. Give me a second. Yeah. I was literally sitting there and I felt like I was, like, drifting out to the sea or something, you know? And I was so upset and I looked up and everybody was just like...
I felt for you, but I was also confused by you because I thought, you're not going to the people that are coming for your family.
Well, I think what I'm hearing in this group is we all have a lot of regrets that we've done to one another. And I would like to see us all try to be better friends collectively.
It's such a terrible fall from grace.
The indictment was everywhere, and it was very difficult to deal with. Do I feel better that I'm not included in an indictment? Absolutely. But does that stop people from thinking I did something wrong? No.
I didn't deserve what she said about me. I didn't do one thing to deserve that. Kathy's used to a lot of people allowing her to get away with a certain behavior. I'm not going to allow you to continue to treat me like this.
You don't let me parent you.
And I understand where you're coming from, that you want to be more of a parent to us. But I needed that 2 years ago instead of now.
There's a lot of pressure as a working parent. I feel like I've always been there for my kids. Can I say I was there 100% all the time? No, I can't. Hearing it from him is like a knife to the heart.
Mo and I have had a challenging year together. You know, he has been working nonstop. I've been working. When you have to schedule a meeting to go over your schedule, you know it's a problem.
I'm having a cocktail.
Thank you so much.
Alessandra is known in Beverly Hills for being a really great matchmaker. At this point, she's my only hope. I have been doing this for a while, and so I call myself the one-date wonder. I don't get asked out a second time.
I just feel like I want to protect my family, and I want to protect my family, and I feel like I still want to protect my family from this group.
She's saying that she doesn't trust.
I just feel like I don't feel...
when we talk about her kids.
Thank you.
I thought whatever issues Garcelle and I had, that was resolved.
But it's not about you being a mom. Okay. It's about how I feel. This is my problem with Dorit. We all know she talks a lot, but I don't think she listens. She takes things and then makes them personal, and then she becomes the victim.
Here's the truth. Crystal needs to get out of her shell. It's her birthday, and I'm gonna make this girl have some fun.
Jumping on one of these hot guys, it's like, oh yeah, maybe I can turn 40 every year. It's so fun.
Are you okay? She wore pants for nothing. I think Mia hurt her feelings. She wasn't one of the cool girls that got chosen to go on stage.
Are you feeling okay?
Done.
That's not okay. Sutton, you okay?
Well, I am. I've got to say, Erica, to purposefully embarrass me was kind of mean.
Here's what, I knew this. We were having a great time, and then I heard that you weren't.
If you could do it again, would you have gone back inside just so that Garcelle and Kyle would have gone back so we all could have been there?
No,
Does that even matter?
No, why can't
Does that
I
even
sit-
matter, though?
Why can't I sit
we
in
were
the
gonna leave
lobby
you because
and
you seem
calm
unhinged.
down? Don't.
You were in the moment. It was very, like, over-the-top reaction.
You were.
I am sorry that I ruined it for all of you. And for those dancers, I feel terribly about it.
Let me know when you're done, because I would like to.
Don't talk to me like that. Don't. Kyle and I made a promise to one another to have each other's backs. We're like really good friends, but I need for you to have my back more.
We'll be better moving forward.
I had a revelation after my trip from Vegas. She's not my true friend. She's never had my back, and she's never going to have my back.
Okay, so you and Garcelle, you guys came back. You guys looked like it was,
Oh, yeah.
it was good.
I felt that when I shared how I was feeling in Vegas, you took it on so much of a defensive that you weren't hearing me.
I'm very sorry. Last night, I just thought, you know what? It's the right thing to do for me to apologize for making her feel bad about it.
It just takes time, that's all.
Can I ask your guys' advice? Because I really do care about Sutton. It's like I have seen where she's been like a little off, you know, a couple times lately. And what do you think it is?
Well, Sutton is a drinker. She's somebody that I would not be surprised if she pours a little vodka in her coffee in the morning.
Okay, Dorit, says the woman that has the 3 carcass out cocktail that the entire world knows about.
I did notice the sapphire and diamond ring that she's wearing now.
But why would that spark something if she has a new ring?
In tabloids, Kyle and Mo are having problems in their marriage.
Okay.
Then she's got a new band.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I would imagine that you want to perform again.
I do. I want to be back on stage. I want to be making new music. I want to be entertaining again. I want to have a relationship with an audience.
I can make some calls and see
if there's any interest.
Or even if they'll just take a meeting.
Right.
I mean, you never know if you don't ask.
You thought that I should have kept the family together, you know, with Dad and...
I know damn well it was Dad's fault. And I know that he did stuff that he shouldn't have. And I've known that ever since I was like 8 years old. I've never held it against you in any way. I've never held it against Dad, even though I know it was his fault. That's all I've ever known.
The whole thing was about shielding them. So hearing tonight that Jax has known all this time and when he was 8, I don't think I'll ever be okay with that.
This is my friend Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Anna Marie. Nice to meet you.
I don't know Anna Marie well, but we have mutual friends. But I will say, man, she talks a lot and she asks a lot of questions. That bitch is nosy.
My ex-husband is leaving the country indefinitely.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not a situation you can't be sad over. I'm saying I think it's an excuse because you make up excuses when you behave like this.
Well, what is your excuse? Is there something going on in your personal life that you would like to share?
With what, though? Like, what?
For marriage.
Really?
Yes. What's with the new band?
That's what she wants to know?
No, I want to know. What's with the new wedding band?
You haven't been wearing your wedding ring.
Right, it's in the bank. Right, big diamond?
Well, you know, all of these things kind of add up.
Do you want more? Do you want my husband to have cheated and bought me that band that he did not buy me?
Let's not do that.
Because he didn't.
That's not.
He did not buy that for me. I bought it myself.
I think Kyle does not want to address the elephant in the room. Is there something going on in your marriage? That's the question. Not who bought the ring.
Well, Mom, I have signed my contract for my Vegas residency.
Wow. So Dina and I are so excited to officially present you the Las Vegas residency offer. Erica Jane is going to Vegas.
20 shows this year.
Okay.
Las Vegas, here we go!
Erica Jane is back, and she's bigger than ever before.
and I have 20 shows between September and the end of the year. There is no way this time last year I could have imagined having a Las Vegas residency. Impossible.
I'm just telling you, yeah.
How come I don't know about all these movies and things you're doing?
I forget to tell anybody, I really do.
Literally, I feel like I'm an afterthought.
I genuinely feel hurt by this distance between Kyle and I. Kyle and I used to go away once or twice, even more a year. Now, I'm not invited on any of Kyle's trips.
The reason I haven't reached out to Dorit as much recently is because I really felt disappointed in her.
Oh, I think that I've had so much that's hurt me, and
she wants you to accept a little bit of responsibility in this.
I don't want you to interject in this right now.
No problem.
In private, Dorit had been saying to me, you know, I feel so bad what you're going through with your sister, and she was really like supportive and on my side. And then when we were all together, it was a very different tune. That doesn't feel like a friend to me.
You made out with your driver?
That was between me, Erica, and Sutton. And now I feel like you're saying it to embarrass her.
We were going back
Why did you bring it up?
And you were like, I'm
Why
not that
did you
kind
bring
of
it
girl.
up? Answer my question.
Stop asking the same question and not waiting for an answer.
You're talking about your prudish behavior, whilst I just found out 5 minutes ago that you made out with some random driver. Why do you think I mentioned it? Like, duh.
It just felt like you were saying it to embarrass her in front of these women.
She was. It just feels like another reason for Garcelle to take issue with me. If you don't like me, Garcelle, stop pretending that you do.
So, Taco Tuesday. They keep saying to me, like, you know, you don't engage, you're not speaking up, you're so quiet.
You have a lot of very strong opinions.
I do.
And I think that you just need to share that with them.
You know, on the other side of just being called out for that, which is getting very annoying, is like, the girls are all so skinny now.
I think you're too self-conscious.
I work very hard to feel comfortable in groups that I'm in, and I finally started to feel more myself and relaxed. And now I'm back to having this severe distraction, which triggers me in a way that no one in this group could possibly understand. And it's very hard for me. It's affecting me a lot.
I like to karaoke.
I'm a huge karaokeer.
Get out of here. I have like a list of like 300 songs on my phone right now.
Stop it, you do?
Yeah.
Let me see your list.
Okay, I may have had it wrong about Alessandra. She's a little quirky and told me to do some weird things. However, I might be trusting the process right now because Steve could be a winner here.
So can I have your number?
Yes.
All right.
I have now broken the one-date wonder curse.
So the other night, the word attack just hit me in the wrong place. There's certain words, when you point them at me, it has a complete different impact. It feels like an unconscious Karen behavior with you.
This is a very, very serious, dangerous accusation. It's hurtful, and that accusation holds a lot of implications. And I'm not feeling comfortable with this at all.
Sutton, you guys know her the best, right? I feel like you guys are the closest with her. Her small esophagus. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse.
Okay, I
but
have a
it's
question for
driving
you.
me bananas.
Why do you care? I don't think it's very Beverly Hills to be talking about someone's esophagus.
Small esophagus is not the reason. Did you have an eating disorder?
You're implying that she has an eating disorder.
I'm not. For the record, those are Crystal's words, not mine. I never said that.
You said eating disorder.
No, I didn't.
Anna-Marie, you are the one that said it. You need to own up to it. You are the biggest gaslighter.
I have a board-certified doctor, GI, that I've seen. So I know what I have.
Great.
And you said that I made up.
I didn't say you made it up.
You said she lied.
I said what she said does not make sense medically.
You said that as well, but you said she lied.
Okay, I said if it's a lie. I said if.
You said she lied to me twice.
Yes, about the gabapentin, and then potentially
This. So you said she lied.
Potentially.
Just say it.
Crystal, you were the one saying she has an eating disorder.
Are you out of your mind?
I am trained to be a critical thinker. So when I hear something that doesn't make sense, we try to put, Crystal, did you want to go to med school? If you'd gone to med school, you'd get that.
Did you go to medical school?
You
No,
know
you tell me. You were an anesthesiologist when I met you.
Here we go.
And then you,
like downplaying my profession again.
No. You're such a bitch.
You owe me a big apology. I apologize, Sutton, for being concerned and inquisitive about something that anybody in my fake profession would have been concerned about. I do apologize for that. Whether or not you accept it, that is on you.
Thank you. I appreciate your non-apology apology. I will take it because I don't want to talk about my esophagus anymore.
Let's talk about the Crystal situation. So the first night that Crystal and I met was at a mutual friend's house around the holidays. The first thing Crystal said to me about this group of women was that you ladies were not intelligent. Damn. Nobody was educated and you're very shallow. And then you said that the ladies were fake socialites and that you were the only true socialite in the group.
Isn't that like a northeast, southeast kind of thing? What are we gonna do, cotillion?
I've met you 6 times in my
Crystal,
life.
that doesn't matter.
Give me an
It's
example
what
of
you've
when.
shown me.
Give me an example
Crystal,
of when I think I
you-
act like I'm better than you.
Well, right
Give
now,
me an example.
well, right now, I think you do because you
Okay, so
are.
always.
You're not being
Give another
honest.
example.
You're not being honest.
So give me another example.
With Crystal.
Give me another example.
I'm sorry that I trigger you. I'm sorry that you find my life so interesting. She has nothing to talk about except for me.
I just feel dizzy and...
Squeeze my fingers. Squeeze on both sides.
They feel
then
very
push up.
tingle on top. These are like strokes sometimes.
We're gonna get somebody here.
She's gray. She's sweaty. Her hands are swollen. Her veins are raised. What if something is truly wrong with her?
My family has a history of high blood pressure, hypertension, and it's something that I know that I've struggled with, but I didn't realize it could get to this point.
But my doctor got involved, like, you know, Rob called him, so.
Do you feel better?
Yeah, I'm super lethargic.
I would imagine.
I mean, your body went through a lot today.
I've never been faced with, like, my own mortality.
You made it.
And we're still here, even though you're back and you're with us and everything. You
And you cannot come out.
How could I leave my young family at 40 years old? Like, if that happened to me, I really appreciate Anna Marie being there for me and putting aside all our differences in a moment that was truly what felt like the bottom for me. But I just want to be okay for my family.
I don't think anybody here is racist, and I can just say that.
No.
I don't think anybody here is
No.
racist. But there are certain things that make me feel a certain way. My opinion is that you have lived a very sheltered life, and you don't understand the walk that I've had to walk.
This little bubble that I lived in that you believe is actually very different. My father's Israeli. We moved when I was very young because we lived in a town where we're the only Jewish people. And my brother and I, people were saying anti-Semitic remarks to us. So if there's anything I say or do that for whatever reason triggers you, please tell me, please. Because I will make sure, no matter what, that I never say it or do it. Because I'd never want to do that.
I believe that. Thank you for sharing that. And I think that's, if I can say one thing, I know we all talk about the Birkins and the bags and the fashion, but this is the stuff that really bonds us. Hearing your side of it, it's a human experience. And you don't know what triggers someone because you don't know where they've been.
I appreciate you letting us feel okay enough, safe enough to ask those things and not making
I would rather. Because I think we can all learn. I'm still
Exactly.
learning.
Yeah.
I'm still learning. I learned about you today. You know what I mean? I think we're all learning. I'd like to get to know more.
Same. I'm really glad that Garcelle brought this up today. I think it allowed us to go far deeper than we ever have. And that's really going to allow us to have a better, stronger, and deeper friendship, which is what I'm hopeful for.
I think all of us really like each other, but I would love it if we stood up for each other more. I went through something very tough recently. I pulled myself out of it. Things are good. But when I look at it on the other side, I think I was disappointed that certain people, and I would say that as the group as a whole, were not there for me.
It was very difficult to support her. She was not making it easy. She had no empathy. She couldn't talk about it. Meanwhile, Every 2 seconds, there was a new article about something that was so damn shocking. Yet, still, Kyle and I, we had blind support. Blind. It was not easy.
It never had to be this way.
I know it didn't. Everything would have been a lot different. I'm real sorry. Seeing Erica cry has made me realize that maybe she's needed this apology from me for a few years now. And maybe we are starting to lean in towards a better relationship.
I'm never going to get the apologies that I want from everyone, but I've received a lot of closure. This is better than I expected, and it's really nice for Sutton to acknowledge her behavior. I didn't think this was coming, and I appreciate just the acknowledgement, because that's really all I ever wanted in the first place.
We need a little entertainment. So I decided to reach out to my good friend, the beautiful, the talented, Miss Erica Jane. Erica Jane has just made her comeback.
Breaking news, Kyle and Mauricio have officially split.
Did they grow apart? Their kids are leaving the home.
There's always been rumors about Mauricio.
When the People magazine article came out, I was with Mo and the girls, and all of our phones just started blowing up. Mo was really focused on who gave the story, and I was more focused on, you know, how it was affecting all of us. I saw Alexia start to cry. We got in the car, all of us, and it was this weird, like, nobody knew what to do or say. It just felt like my whole life was over in that moment. The life as I knew it. Well, obviously, we're no stranger to rumors.
All those other times, they were just rumors that came out of nowhere. And this time, we all know that you guys aren't having the best year. So it kind of hit a little different. And then everyone reaching out just made it that much more overwhelming.
We are trying to figure out what we want and, you know, try to work through this. We're not broken, just bent. Very, very strong family, and we always will be. Always will be.